Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're a new subscriber and you're liking what you see, please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe. And please don't forget to share, to comment, to like. You guys mean the world to me. In today's video, I haven't decided what I'm gonna call it. I haven't decided on the title of the video, but nonetheless, I am back with another story time. One thing about content, it will make you do things that you know you wouldn't normally do. Okay, in my culture, first of all, you cannot have flames on your side or behind you. Like, you can't do that. But anyway, because content is content, this is what I signed up for. It's fine. Let's let the flames flame behind me, okay? And guys, if you are married, you are lucky. If you are married, you're happily married, you're in a marriage where you're like, listen, things may not be so perfect and whatever, but like, I'm happy. Congratulations to you. You'll be saved a lot of things. Do this now, because I am gonna need I know I've mentioned this before in my video of the story time of how my boyfriend's cougar pointed a gun of how my boyfriend's cougar pointed a gun to my head. I know I have. So like I did say, but I'll mention it again. I used to work on field from Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I'm usually on field. I'm auditing on field. So guys, on this particular day, there was an incident which needed to be investigated. So I was there to investigate, not to audit. You understand? Yeah, I don't know, but in my industry, there's a difference between auditing and investigating. I used to work for a gaming company, okay? So I get there, and because I know me, anytime I'm doing investigations, like I usually take my time. I'll take my time because this it has implications on other people, because this is like a theft case or whatever, but we always end up in court and whatever. Let me not bore you with all of that, but basically I was gonna take a long time, you understand, a whole day. In fact, I was gonna take the whole day investigating at this particular site. So at this site, there's a pub, there's a braai area, there's an off sales, there's a car wash, obviously, there's like, it's a complex, it's a whole entertainment complex, you understand? Sharp. So then I take my car onto the other side, like, although it's an open space, you understand, but like the car wash is on the other side, and then the place where I'm going to investigate is like far end, you understand? Sharp. So hi guys. No, it's scaring me. It's better off. Because what was that? Anyway, so I leave my car. I go inside, I do my investigation, and then, okay, but like on my way inside, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. But like on my way inside, I meet this guy. Can I pay for your car? I'm like, of course, please do, So he's like, how long are you gonna take inside? I'm like, I don't know, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, I'm not sure. And he's like, you lie. I'm like, no, I'm not lying. I'm honest, if anything. And he's like, I'll wait. I'm like, sharp, wait. I'll be back in like 4 hours or something. And then I go on and whatever I do, like, I'm working. It's during office hours. I'm working, and then I do my work and whatever. And then later, like 4 or 5 hours later, and I'd even forgotten, Lore, I met someone who had offered to pay for my, you know, when you think people are joking, you know, this thing of like guys, how they'd say, can I carry your plastics, for example? And you're just like, yeah, sure. But like, you're still carrying your plastics until you get to your destination, you know? So I thought it was one of those where you're just brushing someone off and they're like, you know? And when I come back, he's still there. But I'll tell you why he was still there. It was, okay, I'm not special. In this case, I don't feel like it was me. It wasn't me, actually. Yeah. So I come out and I go straight. So they give you like a ticket. Yeah, a ticket. Let's call it a ticket. They give you a ticket of your car. It has a number plate and the size of your car, like how they'd say it's an SUV or it's a hatchback or it's a, like, depending on the size of your car, you understand? So the ticket depends on the size of your car. So now I go inside to go and pay for the ticket, and then when I get inside, the lady says, no, this ticket is already paid for, or yeah, she said something like, this ticket is already paid for. I'm like, by who? And it's like, she mentions that they who, you know. I'm like, who's that? And she's like, no, he's the owner of this complex. I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you. Where is he? I want to thank him properly. And as I was asking about his whereabouts, you understand, he was standing by the door looking at me. And again, I don't want to say stories like that fairy tale stories because it didn't end well, but sharpke. And I go to meet him by the door. He was standing by the door. So where we pay is like in a vegetable shop. Remember, I said this is a complex, an entertainment complex, but like this. Hey, let me not further explain, okay? Sorry. So I go, and then I'm like, oh, thank you. Oh, and then I remember him from earlier when he said he would pay for my car. I'm like, yeah, so thank you so much for paying for my car. And he's like, I've been waiting for you the whole day. Why would you take the whole day? What were you doing in there? So now I'm explaining to him about my company. Like, people are usually curious about this company I work for. So like I'm explaining how it works and everything, how you qualify to be a part of our company, like to become a client. You understand? Okay, sharp. Yeah. And he's like, can I take you to Durban July next week? I'm like, well, I thought he was joking. That's the thing. I thought he was joking. So I'm like, sure, we can. And he's like, give me your number. And then I give him my number. And he's like, listen, I'll call you and then I'll tell you the details. I'm like, sure. So this guy, he doesn't call me. Okay, I leave. He doesn't call me that day. It was on a Thursday. He doesn't call me on a Friday. On Saturday, he calls me. So on Saturday morning, he asks me, what are your plans for the day? So I'm like, I hadn't made any plans. Do you have plans for me? And he's like, yeah, I do, if you're not busy today. I'm like, shoot, I'm listening. And he's like, can I take you out after lunch, where would you prefer? Like, we discuss places we could hang out. So this guy he's definitely not my age mate. Okay, he's quite older. He's quite older. So I'm like, okay, no problem. And he suggests quite a like a chilled place where I'd feel comfortable going out with like an older guy. Like, I wouldn't want to be seen with an older guy as much as I feel like this is my preference, honestly. But at the time, I hadn't really decided that this is my preference. Okay, so this place that he suggests, I'm like, okay, I think I'll feel comfortable, So then we meet later on around lunchtime, actually, because he was taking me out for lunch. We meet and then we start talking, and he's an old guy, but who's fun, guys. who's who's his energy is here. Okay, like I loved everything about his energy. Like, I loved it. Oh, nigga, I catch it. One thing about me, I'll catch feelings. Okay, I'll catch feelings over the vibe. So I was starting to catch feelings because the vibe was good. It was incredible. It wasn't even good, it was incredible. Okay, so we had a good time. We spent after a Saturday afternoon at this particular place. And you know how, like, restaurants can be vibey in the evening, and then it goes into the evening, and then it's vibey, and then we're still having fun, and and then one of his friends joins him. This friend also comes with a lady. So, like, it's a 2x2 situation, a vibey situation. Gwemnand, man. Gwemnand, guys. Gwemnand, guys. And me and this lady, we get along. She's giving me the nice vibes. Like, Gwemnand, okay? So, and then later on, I'm like, okay, I'd love to leave because I don't like driving when I'm drunk and whatever, And yeah, we all decide to leave. And then we leave. And then on Sunday, he tells me, like, he calls me later on. He was like, I really had a good time. I feel like you're such a vibe. He feels like I'm such a vibe. Now, the feeling is mutual because Lynn and I felt like it was such a vibe. So on Sunday, as we were talking, he's like, I really enjoyed your company. Can we do this again with that other couple that we were hanging out with? Did you enjoy that company? I'm like, yeah, I did. I really enjoyed the lady's vibe. Like, I don't know, maybe we share the same principles. I really enjoyed that company. I enjoyed her company. We had so much fun, And he's like, okay, can we meet for like late lunch? I'm like, let's do that. So fast forward, when we get there, there's a proposal on the table. The proposal now is, can we do Durban July this coming Thursday? This is on Sunday, man. Can we do Durban July this coming Sunday? Now I'm like, my budget doesn't allow me to do any Durban July and whatever. And he's like, no, listen, everything will be taken care of. Don't worry. You just need to say yes or no. I'm like, okay, yes. Yes, guys. Well, I would need to ask my boss. I need to apply for a leave, and I don't know if it will be approved on Thursday or on Friday and whatever. And then indeed on Monday when I get to the office, because now the other lady, she was not working. So yeah, the ball is in my court now. So I'm like, I'll apply for leave on Monday. And then I applied for leave and it was approved, but it was not approved for Thursday. It was approved for Friday and the following Monday. So I let them know, yeah, my leave, like at the end of Monday, yeah, my leave has been approved, but unfortunately, it is not approved for Thursday. It's approved for Friday and the following Monday. And it's like, sure, no problem. I mean, we can work with that, okay? So like, and then I continue to explain that even on that Friday, it's not the whole day. Like, it's approved from 12 p.m. to, okay, Monday, the full day, you understand? And then they're like, okay, it's fine, we'll work around it, you understand? I'm like, okay, sure. So this guy gets to my office, like I told him where my workplace is, and then he gets to my office, and this is like around 10ish or 9ish, okay? They're like, you know, when people are in the mood and they're just waiting for you, and they're like, we're just waiting for you. And then I tell my boss, like, you know, and I think at around 10, 11ish, my boss is like, okay, go. You know, go, because clearly you're not even here, because I wasn't there. Okay, like, it was really happening. Like, you could see that, okay, so this thing is really happening, you know. That lady, that girl, she was there and she was with the boyfriend and everything, you understand? So then I drive, and then they drove behind me, like, to go get my things and to go leave my car at my house. Sharp. And then we left. So now we are bonding with the girl. I'm asking the girl, okay, so what's your relationship with this guy? And the girl is telling me, okay, yes, I met this guy last week and we just got along. What. I'm like, you know, it's the same thing. Like, I also met him last week. Like, it's not even a total week, you understand? I met him last week, and then the next thing he was telling me, let's go to Durban July. And I'm like, opportunities, okay? So me and girl, we clicked, you understand? Like, it was really nice. We enjoyed the trip. We were drinking. Like, it was a very fun, nice trip. Now, here's the challenge. We get to Durban and we couldn't find a place to sleep. Like, we searched literally everywhere. We Googled literally we couldn't find a place to sleep. Okay. So we ended up deciding, so this is a Friday, okay? We ended up deciding, you know what? Let's go drink. Let's drink the whole, like, we'll see what happens in the morning. Because at this point, there's nothing we can do about the situation. You understand? So, and then we went drinking. We were drinking like the whole night. As we were drinking and vibing, you know, and then we meet this lady. She's from Durban, and then we tell her about our predicament, you understand? And luckily she was a girl in the industry, and she's like, no guys, don't worry about it. So during the time when we were there was also like the Olympics, some sort of Olympics, gymnastics, aerobics, whatever, you understand? So there was a room which she knew that there'll be people checking out, you understand? So she confirms with the hotel, and they're like, yeah, they're checking out tomorrow, you understand? So, but like, it was only one room, and they did check out, and so we were supposed to check out, I think, at around 2, yeah. But now, like, you understand, like, we really wanted to check in, like, you know, when you miss a good shower, like, that was the situation, okay? And then we checked in later, but even with our check-in, because now it's a room for like 2 people, we had to do it you understand? So the thing was, now nobody is sleeping. No, we're not sleeping. We're just freshening up. You understand? So we got in with the lady, with the girl that I was with, and then we freshened up, and then the guys later got in, and then they also freshened up, and you know how Durban can be, and then we decided to do Durban things, you understand? But then later on, I don't know why, I can't remember what the plan was, but somehow me and girl, we ended up doing our own things, and the guys ended up doing their own things also, you understand? So we left, we went to the beach. I remember we went to the beach, we went shopping and whatever, and then we came back. When we came back, the guys were not here. Sharp. By the time the guys arrived, they had found a new place, like a new hotel room, something like that. And they were like, you guys can, if you guys want, they're like, if you guys want, you can sleep here, and then you'll join us tomorrow some way. You understand? And we're like, okay, I don't know how that works, but like sharp, okay. And for now, we're happy, we're having the room to ourselves. But like at the back of our minds, we could already tell what's probably happening. Eh? They had found, maybe we were too slow, or maybe we were too boring. I don't know. But like it was obvious that there was something more exciting than me and girl. You understand? Sharp. So the following day now, we have to check out, which is a Sunday. It's a Sunday. Now we're checking out. Remember now, we slept, like it was just the both of us. We don't know what happened to the guys. We had already read the situation. So now we check out. We're trying to find out, okay, so what happens now that we're checking out? You understand? Where you guys at? Where do we find you? You understand? And who's sleeper, man, the untouchable? And then, okay, finally they send us an Uber to come fetch us. And then it takes us to the hotel which they were at. When we get to the hotel room, there's so many ladies, okay? Like, there's so many women. I think there was like maybe 6, and there was like 2 of them. You understand? Maybe 6 girls, and these girls are like, they're not normal, man. I don't know how to say it, but like, you know what I mean? They're those girls, you understand? And like, we're surprised, although it was there at the back of our heads, but like, it was surprising that they would call us to the situation, you understand? So we get there and we're like, okay, so what's going on? And they're like, you can join if you want to. If you don't want to, like, we don't know. This one of mine is the one who's talking. Yeah, you can join if you want to. But if you don't want to, I don't know, do whatever you want. Ooh. Now we're in a situation where like we need to decide whether this is what we want. Are we gonna sleep here with all those people? Like, and then we look at each other with this girl, like, what? And the way he said it, it's also in the way he said it. It was very disrespectful. You know, when someone is like, I don't care what you guys decide to do. You can do whatever you want to do. This is the situation right now, and whether you accept the situation or you don't accept the situation is up to you. You decide. Men. Yes. one thing about men, they okay. So we look at each other with this girl, and she was just like she wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed, and then we decided, man, let's see what we can do, And then we tried to look for my inter-KP. Hey, Luna, hey. Luckily, we found seats. BC, Inter-Cape. You hear me? We found seats, and we were leaving that afternoon, and we were just like, fuck off. Okay? Fuck off. And then we left. We took our luggage. We took an Uber. It dropped us Inter-Cape, and then Hapalama bus, and then the bus left us at Lady Brand, and we were home, safely home. So this guy, when my daughter, guys, when we got home, he came to my office. This was now on I think Wednesday the following week. It was on Wednesday the following week, and he was trying to explain. And there was another guy, my colleague, who knew him very well, you understand? And then when I came out, I found them talking. So he was like, so what happened? Whatever. I'm like, what do you mean what happened? What do you mean what happened? And then after he left, we didn't have a productive conversation anyway. But after he left, I spoke to one of my colleagues, this colleague of mine who was talking to him. And I was like, how do you know this guy? He's like, no, he's famous. And then he starts giving me the files. And you know what? Ever since that day, I started seeing him on TV. I started seeing him on billboards. And then I discovered he was married. And he was married to this girl. Okay, not a girl, but she was a very old woman whom I knew, I really knew. She's also very prominent. And I was just but how did I miss that? How come I missed all of these details which were in my eyes? Because, okay, but I will say that if you didn't know him, you wouldn't recognize him on a billboard. But now, because I knew him and I was hinted on check out a billboard along what road, you'll see him. And now I could see that's him. And that's how it ended. And I feel after we came back from Durban, he was the one now who was starting to catch feelings, because he was okay, listen, this is my situation, I'm married and whatever. He came honest and all of that, saying, I'm married. Yes, I am married, but I can offer you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even though I'm married. We can make this relationship work. And because I have trauma from being married, and I didn't want to cause that trauma on another married woman, it was just no, it can pass me by, And I won't even lie, afterwards, I how when you start having conversations with other people, and then I learned that he's one guy who can take care of you. I was feeling regretting, you know what, I should have gone for this opportunity. He would have taken care of me. I would have become a side chick for this guy, and he would have made my life easy, you understand? But now, looking back, I'm glad I didn't go back, although at some point I was regretting not going back, but I'm glad I didn't go back. And yeah, that's how the relationship ended. And I think I met a girl last month, 2 months, 3 months or so, and she was married and she was heavily pregnant, and but like we couldn't really talk because now I could see like she was with her husband and all of that, and yeah, it seems like she's in a better place, you know. Yeah, that's what happened, guys. So if you're in a beautiful marriage, now I'm not regretting leaving my own marriage because mine was not, it wasn't a good marriage. But like, if you're in a good marriage, don't take that for granted. Okay, don't take that for granted because life is hard out here. Okay, life was hard out here because now I'm in a stable relationship, you know, but okay, there's no bad. I'm in a stable relationship. Okay, the bad is I'm not married to this guy, you know, so anything can happen at any time. Like, you understand? Yeah. So if you have a stable relationship and this relationship is working for you, stay because go hectic, guys.